When you think of MagSafe, you probably think of a charger like this. And then you also probably think of an iPhone. And these two work really well together. But what if I told you there are other ways to use MagSafe and you don't have to use one of the latest iPhones, because MagSafe only typically works with the iPhone 12 or later. Moment now has what they call an MForce Adapter, which more or less puts a MagSafe magnet on the back of your phone. So that means in any older iPhones or Android. I'm putting it on the case, but you could put it directly onto the phone if you wanted to. Clean the back of the phone, center it, peel, and then stick to the case. I don't know if you really need this. I think you could just dye it. And it uses VHB tape, which is really industrial strength tape and will hold extremely well. And so now I've got an iPhone 11 Pro Max that is MagSafe compatible. And of course, this is MagSafe compatible in the vein of using MagSafe accessories, not charging. Well, those accessories were really designed for using your phone as a phone, not as a camera, although I did show how you could use the selfie camera. But those aren't really designed for filmmaking. They're more consumer general use. So now let's look at some that are designed for filmmaking, like this one right here. This is the Moment MagSafe cage, and I've got it set up here in my studio, but I also use it out in the field, and most of the stuff you've seen in this video I shot with it. I'll talk more about it in just a minute. But above my computer, I also have a MagSafe tripod mount. And then over here at my desk, I have another MagSafe tripod mount. Now, I did a previous video talking about these tripod mounts and how they work, including adding accessories to them. These are pretty simple and straightforward, and they do work pretty well depending on what you're doing. I wouldn't use these on any kind of heavy lifting, any kind of full-on production. What you're seeing here in my studio is how I would recommend using these. Or again, back to my computer, if I'm doing a tutorial on this particular machine, then I will use this camera on me. And then in the studio, when I'm using my phone, I've been using this cage to set up my main shot. And again, it really works well and is super easy to use. I just want to take a closer look at this cage. I've got a quick release system on there and a handle. If you watch my videos, you know I really like using quick release mounts. That way I can easily pop it on to other tripod setups. And so with this cage, what's really nice is it has tons of quarter 20s all around the sides and top. The construction is really solid. It's aluminum. And then the mount here is put on with a screw. And so it is more or less permanently affixed, although you could take that off and put something else on there if you wanted to. I guess you could, in theory, put a different mount on there that's not MagSafe. One thing that's nice too with this is it actually has larger holes, the 3/8/16 mount with the locking screws on either side. And it's got them all the way around the cage. And so that works well with different types of heads or different types of screw mount systems. Depending on what kind of plate you use, some of them might have a larger screw. This one's a quarter 20, but larger tripods will have off in 3/8/16. And so I like that. The other thing that's nice is on the edge right here, it has a little groove where you can run a cable through there. And using my Rode AI Micro, I had the cable going through there, and so it just helps with cable management. And then of course, it has 2 cold shoes on top. So it's really a pretty full-featured cage that I think will perform pretty well, but I will caution you against rigging this up too much. Yes, you can put stuff on the outside, pop your phone on there, and it is secure. It's not going anywhere, but if you bump it hard, it's gonna fall off. And so this is not something I would use for filmmaking necessarily. This is more for casual use or around the studio. And with the addition of this mount, this MForce mount, you can use any phone, so it makes it universal. And speaking of the MForce Adapter mount, the nice thing is it does still work with wireless charging, and while it does add a little bit of weight, which some people may not like, it's not that bad. I've been carrying it in my pocket for about a week or so, and I'm now totally used to it. Overall, this is a really cool thing to be able to use older devices, and again, Android phones with MagSafe. Oh yeah, and remember the Strap Anywhere mount? You can actually use that for shooting regular video too, not just selfie camera stuff. I rigged it on a pole in my studio and we use it as a behind the scenes camera. So there's definitely some versatility here with these accessories. So what do you think? Do you use MagSafe or will you use it if you have an older device or an Android? Hit me up in the comments and let me know. Well, thanks for watching, guys. This is Blake Calhoun. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.